EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's a pickup of 11 and a... First offensive play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check that, street.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, Wilkinson. And some room to roam now.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The slot man in motion right.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Dragon 60. 19 Lions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Go check, go check.
touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Wilkinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by Waller out left side. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 25 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go right now. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Back to 60, back to 60. Tempo. Here's Ryan.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Check Bobcat.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snapper to football.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Seven Pirates. Warriors 70.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, check that. Street.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 11. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Bulldozes past him. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 3. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right.
Check pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
In motion, the tight end.
18 Riley. Come 19. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, When they practiced for this back in training camp, they knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, Wilkinson. Now he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Pack the 50, pack the 50. 19 Wyatt.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Okay, break. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
In motion left goes Boyd. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.